So you should have a guy for eBay. And why I say this is, well, you really should have a guy for eBay that you go to buy crazy stuff. So look in the comments on this video. I'm going to link my free Facebook group down below in the comments, and I'm also going to link a couple eBay videos that may help you, or some crazy haul videos that may help you. But I'm also going to link that free Facebook group down there. It's called the Reseller Network, and a lot of great people in that group. All right, so as everyone knows, I sell on eBay and Amazon. Hey, it's the Rising Grind Picker. It's Shane, and I want to let you know that it's really important to have a guy to go to for eBay. How I met my guy was I've been buying off him for about 3 years, and I met him by running a Craigslist ad on Craigslist to buy stuff. I'm going to show you this crazy haul that I got to sell on eBay, and this is kind of going to show you really why you want to make connections with people that collect stuff, or that you can pick off of, I don't know, pretty regularly, because it's going to give you more inventory. It's going to have you more expensive inventory coming in. You might pay up, but that's fine. But anyways, I met this guy on Craigslist, and what I did was I run currently, if I'm low on inventory, I'll run ads on Craigslist saying like, hey, I pay more than a pawn shop, and I put a list on like the stuff I'm looking for or buying. And this is important, and let me show you why. So I paid $260 for everything here in both these boxes, and this right here sells for about $50 to $60 by itself. It is a Small Soldiers. I remember that movie come out in the 90s. It's a chip hazard, about 50 to 60 bucks new in the box. And I got a lot of rare stuff, some games. This right here was a really good score. And this is a that's a Jerry Lewis record, but I have a record in here that's like a promo that's like super rare. If I can find it, I'll let you know. I got some tobacco cards. You know, these sell really good in my store. I got some postcards, which I sell a lot of postcards, and just a lot of really cool stuff, right? But I will say this record right here was a good score. So this is a promo record from Paul Robeson, and I'll be honest, I don't know how many's out there, but there's not many. And there's no comps on eBay, so I'm going to have to go to Google when I list it, look for some solds or look for something. But this record could be a lot of money. So I'll update you on what I find. But this is a promo record, and there wasn't many made. So to my knowledge, there was only a handful made. Maybe less than 100, maybe less than 50. So this is why you want to have a guy for eBay, because you just get really good items. So with this, I don't know how much this is worth, so I can't tell you what I'm going to get for it. I have no idea. But I paid $260 for everything, and this guy's worth $50. So, and I'm just going to kind of go and show you some stuff of what I picked up. I got some really rare books. All these DVDs, obviously, these are just commons. Probably $9 to $10 a piece. Now, this appointment calendar is really cool. It's a Standard Oil appointment calendar. So this will sell for, I think, about 15 to 20 bucks. You know, when you deal with people, you get a lot of like common items, and you also get a lot of rare items. So I'm looking for a book. It's a signed book. I've gotten a lot of signed books from this guy in the past. It's probably buried, so I'm not going to go through this entire box. But I'm going to just, you know, all these books are, I don't even know, like, there's several of them in there that sell for 50 to 100 bucks. the signed book I'm talking about, I'm trying to find it. But what I can tell you about the signed book is it's signed by a pretty famous author. Hold on, I'm going to have to find it. So this book is actually called Dead-Eye Dick by Kurt Vonnegut. And Kurt Vonnegut's a pretty famous American author. And it is signed by Kurt Vonnegut. And I believe this is a first edition too. Not 100%, but Kurt Vonnegut right here. It's number 260 and it's a limited edition. And it's also, basically, it's also it's signed a limited edition, so it's not a first edition, but it's still signed. I don't know how much this is worth, but I don't know. Maybe we should look it up. So a signed first edition went for $425 with $3 in shipping. This is not a first edition, but it is a limited numbered, and I'm guessing there was a couple active for $650. That's not a first edition, but the limited numbered. And there was one sold for $425 with $3.95 in shipping. So technically this book I'll probably list for about $399 to maybe $410. And this is going to pay for the entire haul. So I paid $260. So this is going to pay for everything. This is why you want an eBay guy, because this is why you want a guy, because you're going to get some crazy stuff from this guy. This the guy I met is currently an author, and he's also a collector. So he's collected a lot of treasures throughout his lifetime, and he's willing to sell them to me. So some other stuff that we got from our eBay guy was just some random stuff. Now this book is weird, but it sells for about $50 to $60 because probably it's a first edition. You can't really find it. Got some DVDs. This is like $10-15. So we got some lower end stuff, but we also got some good stuff. So I mean, you're gonna take the good with the bad. Now we got some boxing promo stuff. I sell a lot of boxing memorabilia. So we got a boxing promo, and then this is actually an official program of the Joe Brown fight. Got some really cool ephemera. I sell a lot of ephemera. I love selling ephemera. It's easy to list. Some of it sells for a lot of money just for a piece of paper. I know it's super weird, but it's actually, some of it's kind of crazy. So some of these CDs, I scan them. Some of them sell for, I think, $10-15. I think this one sells for like $12. So some lower end stuff, but also some high end stuff. That book's going to pay for absolutely everything. Now this game is, I think, about a $50 to $60 game brand new. I'll probably get, well, actually $60 to $70 to $80 brand new. I think I'll get $50 to $60 used. And a lot of these books in here, I think at least 4 of them are first editions that sell for anywhere from $40 to $60. So I'm already at like about total sales, probably pretty close to $500 to $600 in total sales. That's not including a lot of the small stuff. I mean, like each of those DVDs right here, these Bonanza DVDs used sell for, I think, anywhere from $8 to $10. So I'll make a couple bucks on those. And from what I've seen, they actually sell pretty quick. But this record, this is like, I think, $15. But this record is going to be the crazy one. If this pans out to be an expensive record, if I even get $200 from it, I'm looking at probably almost $1,000 in total sales, if not more. So this is why you want an eBay guy. You just want to meet people that collect stuff that you can pick, because at the end of the day, they're going to sell to you eventually. Now, I'm going to tell you what I had to do to buy from this guy. So we decided to kind of come outside. It's getting a little warm in my house. So what I had to do to buy from this guy was it was something pretty special. And what I had to do was I met with him, I think 4 times, and I bought nothing. So he would not sell to me, and I just kept coming back every time he texted me saying, hey, I have more stuff, come back. I just kept coming back, and eventually he started selling to me. And then now, he wanted top dollar for everything. So I had to really negotiate a lot. And now I went over there and I bought all that stuff. I'm like $260, and he's like, done, deal. He's more open to taking less now because I had to explain my business to him. He knows I'm a reseller, and I had to explain my profit margins to him. So he finally understood. The lighting in my house is not great because it's like coming a little hazy, but it's because we have track lighting on our ceiling, and might be why it's doing that. So anyways, I had to go back, like I said, and then finally he started selling to me. Now I just go over there and build boxes of stuff and then just say $260. And he's like, done, take it. So he understands that I have profit. Some of the stuff is going to set for 6 months to a year, maybe 3 months. You just never know. And he understands that. So now he's more willing to sell to me on a more regular basis. So you just have to build that relationship with people in order to buy from them. It's kind of crazy, but this is why, is people are generally attached to their stuff. And some people, they get comfort over items that's, over material items. They get comfort from those. And he was able to get comfort from them because he just did. It was his way of surrounding himself with stuff that he loved. And so that's why I'm saying it's super important to treat these people with respect when you're dealing with them, because realistically, at the end of the day, all they want to do is they're trying to get rid of their stuff. They just don't know how. This is the same concept with the crazy haul with the concert t-shirts and all the tickets. I'll link that video in this video at the end. And that's the same concept. The guy wanted to get rid of the stuff, but he was attached. So I, in a matter of 2 days, built a really good relationship in order to buy that stuff. And it had to be quick because he was moving. So I had to do it quick. So that's how you build relationships. You just put yourself out there. Put some posts on Craigslist and make sure you're safe about it. Meet in a public place at first. After a while, I started going over to this guy's house and then just buying from his house because, a relationship was established. And so just be careful, be safe, and just remember, like, eBay is one of those things where you always got to be listing. Obviously, like, I'm trying to ramp up my Amazon sales, so eBay falters a little bit, but I still did a little over 30 grand on eBay last year, and I did a crazy amount of volume on Amazon. I think I sold like 5,000 transactions on Amazon last year. So if you're a new reseller just starting out, like, I don't suggest going into Amazon first. Sell on eBay and get used to dealing with customers, get used to selling stuff, and it's just going to come naturally.